Hello everyone, welcome to Melissa's Musings on this fine and dandy Tuesday. I almost said Thursday. I'm all sorts off. When you are an entrepreneur, you have no concept of days because you don't have a Monday through Friday week. That is a fact. I'm always like, what day is it? Because I don't do weekends. Like, that doesn't exist for me. So anyways, thank you for joining me in today's Melissa's Musing. I am Melissa Steele, as you guys know and love. Melissa Steele here, and I'm a real estate agent and also motivational mindset advocate is the word of choice today. So we're talking about course correction and how this is totally okay. I was on a coaching call this morning and really got into an amazing and awesome conversation. This has come up for me a few times in the last few days, so therefore it's something we get to talk about, where course correction. And like so often us as human beings get so attached to the results. So let's say the goal is to lose 50 pounds. We get so attached to the result of losing 50 pounds and aligned with like how we're, and attached to the way, like the steps that we've maybe put in place as to how we're going to achieve that, or like the plan we've created, or whatever it is, that the details, you know, the how to, the what have you, is usually what will end up crippling us because we get so attached to it that we are unable to course correct as shit comes about. Hi Carlos, thanks for joining. I love you. Thanks Alex as well. Love you. Thanks you guys for joining. Give me some hearts, give me some love if you're out there in the interwebs, and if you're watching me on the replay, let me know where you're watching from. Would love to connect with you guys. But it really got me thinking. So back to the topic at hand, Focus Fox. So it really got me thinking about how often are we so attached to not only the results, but the to-do list to get there, right? Like we maybe think of, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds. And then we think of the goals that we get to do to make that happen, right? Maybe it's like go to the gym 4 times a week, eat a certain way, eat less than 2,000 calories a day, whatever the steps look like. And then we become so attached to those because we're trying to achieve them. But it's almost like we've got these blinders on, right? And we become so attached that we're like, oh my goodness, I gotta get to the gym 4 times a week. Like, oh, I missed Monday, self-beat at mid, blah, 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 blah. But because we're attached and like so in tune with that attachment and also really attached to the result, if we're unwilling to course correct, we're actually like doing ourselves this incredible disservice to all the gifts that the universe wants to bring to us. And by universe here, I mean whatever it is that you believe in. I mean God, yourself, the universe, whatever it is that drives you, whatever it is that gives you energy and gives you gifts. Really, the universe has your back. I use universe because that's what I envision for this all-encompassing power that is around us. So the universe truly has your back. So when you set the intention, okay, 50 pounds, I want to lose 50 pounds, the universe kicks into gear and it automatically... Oh, awesome. I have people requesting to be in my video. Hi, friends. Thanks for watching. This is a solo vid today, but let's get a Friend Friday on the calendar. When we're knees deep in the details, we've got like our agenda of where we want to go, and we're so attached to that to-do list, and we're attached to the results, we're really putting up the blinders that are not allowing now the universe to support us, because maybe there's this giant gift that comes along. Maybe I'm on a path to lose 50 pounds, let's say, and my friend texts me and says, hey, I'm hosting this amazing boot camp. The last time I did it, I sweat my balls off for 12 hours straight, danced Zumba all day, had like a blast and a half, and I can guarantee you burn like 3,000 calories. And maybe you've already got it on your to-do list, your agenda, that you're going to spin class on Saturday. And you're committed to that and you're not willing to course correct. And like here you've now missed out on this amazing opportunity that perhaps was like 100% better, or like maybe super supportive for you, and maybe it was really fun and it was going to be your totally new habit that you would have maybe embraced, enveloped, and crushed your goal even faster. But because you had the resistance to it, you were unable to accept the gift from the universe, the invitation to the training session. Does that kind of make sense? Do you see where I'm going with this? So it was really interesting because so often when we're wearing those blinders, we don't realize until hindsight, like until the moment's passed, that we maybe missed out on an opportunity when we're unwilling to course correct. it's usually in hindsight that we recognize that like that was that. Oh, the universe was trying to bring me that gift. I wonder what things would have been like had I taken up that opportunity. So it's a really great question, and actually it made me really think about the journey, like the journey to the goal, and really being able to lose the attachment to what we've envisioned for ourselves of what that journey is going to look like. And like recently, I feel like John and I have had the opportunity to really embody this in our own business. I'm gonna let John, like, John gets to be in this space when he's ready to it. But for me, I've been feeling conflicted myself in our business because we're 3 years into our business. We have worked harder than I ever thought humanly possible. We have been committed like nobody's business, maniacs on a mission to get what we want. And are we achieving our goals? Absolutely. We are crushing the goals. Am I at the spot that I envisioned myself in this moment 3 years in? No, absolutely not. My results are not necessarily what I'd anticipated, and I've gotten the opportunity to lose attachment to how I thought things were supposed to look. Really, the beauty in not being in the spot that I want to be in right now in our business, seeing the success that and I want to like word this in a certain way because one, I want to point out like we have been incredibly successful in 3 years. I am so freaking grateful for the amount of progress that we've been. And because I'm such a ridiculous, I don't like using the word overachiever, so I'm really trying to be mindful right now about how I word this because I want to be really mindful about the intention of my words. Like being really mindful about, one, the business has grown substantially, crazily, amazingly in 3 years, but because I have really high expectations for myself, really high standards, and an extremely large vision, okay? Am I in the space that I envisioned myself 3 years ago to be in today? No, of course not. But it has given me, it has given me an incredible opportunity to see what has been in the gap for me, what has not been working. And one of the things that I've really recognized that hasn't been working is my attachment to how things should look, to like the way I'm supposed to be doing things, to the should. Like I get to stop shoulding on myself. And John and I really, from the very first day in our business, we set the intention of very specifically doing things around this area, but in other ways we didn't. And personally, that was one of the ways that we lacked. Outwardly, to our clients and our sphere, we've done a fantastic job of being ourselves, of being true to ourselves, of being committed to what we've wanted, of having clear intentions, a clear pathway, providing a certain service to our clients. That has been on point. So from that perspective, absolutely. But from the attachment to my to-do list and the attachment to the steps that we've felt like it's needed to take in order to achieve this success that we're now seeing and that we get to continue to see and that we get to explode into 10x it, that's what really has been the lesson. Because my to-dos, like that attachment, I've really had to let go of, because especially in a business like real estate, I could quite literally spend an hour at 9 o'clock a night prior outlining every minute of my following day. And that entire day could go into breakdown when I get to serve one of my clients who calls me in a breakdown and spend an hour with them on the phone. And instead of having an attachment to how my day had looked prior to then and then going into a frenzy wondering what to do, like a chicken with my head cut off, what I get to now do is just accept it and move into what's next and be really open to the possibility that maybe that course correction for my day or for the goal or for whatever it is that I'm looking to achieve, my result, if I'm able to course correct, one, I get to experience ease and very minimal stress, much less anxiety, because I'm somebody that's driven by anxiety traditionally, not anymore. I'm a very peaceful person. I'm working on it, you guys. I get to let go of all of that and really step into something so much better, something so much greater. So what does that look like in our everyday life? That looks like John and I took a break yesterday to go for a bike ride, and then I went back to my work after. I didn't wait till 9 p.m. to eat my dinner. What else does that look like? That looks like being open to the possibility of like taking a phone call. So, like in the past, I would have let a phone call go to my assistant if I only had 10 minutes between an appointment. you know, not wanting to get into something or being like, ooh, this might take too long. But no, like I don't get to do that anymore. I get to just answer my phone and be present in the moment. If the phone call is going to take longer than 5 minutes, I get to reschedule it or then have my assistant step in and handle it. So like, it's being willing to course correct. It's not being in a story. It's not being attached. It's not being like so results driven and being attached to those steps that I feel like it needs to take in order to achieve that result. And so there's so much beauty in the ability to course correct. That go with the flow mantra, that exists for a reason. It's because we will experience success. We will experience the gifts that the universe gives us. We will experience ease and grace and no anxiety if we're just able to embrace what is given to us in that moment and be present in that moment. So that's been one of my big takeaways, and it was a reminder this morning on the coaching call when I was talking about results, and we were talking about not being attached to the way that we get to that result. Because so often we've got this like grand scheme, this master plan, this all, you know, like we like to think too much sometimes. Where if we just be and we're simple, it allows us to course correct as shit comes up, as those speed bumps arise, as those phone calls come in, as things happen. And really, that's a beautiful way to be able to navigate through life. So I encourage you guys, I love having goals. I love achieving results. And that doesn't get to go away. Absolutely not. In fact, that gets to be even more of a focal point. Because in focusing only on the result, I'm able to allow the to-dos and the steps and like the gifts that I'm given and the naturalness and the organicness of life, it really is allowed to just flow when I'm at ease. So that's my message for you guys today. I hope you found it insightful. Thank you guys so much for joining in. So many people joined me in, and Emery, I love that you tried to join my call. I don't know what you're trying to tell me though, so I'm going to translate that. And I know you were trying to join the live, and I'm sorry that I could not let you on here. I was very committed to my topic today. Also, I think we speak a different language, so not sure how that gets to work. Thank you so much for joining in, Carlos. Love you. Alex, loving it. Means goals versus ends goals. Yeah, like, absolutely. And getting caught up in the details. Carlos, yeah, we can, like, literally sit in the details till the cows come home and not take action on anything, where what we really get to do is simply take action. It's as simple as that, and then see what happens and course correct from there. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I love you as always for joining me on Melissa's Musings today. Talk to you soon.